Hello everyone. How are you all? This is Pragya, my lovely friends, and we all know here we will be covering up the banking and financial awareness portion for what? For the upcoming examination, that is Punjab National Bank's local bank officer exam. Cool. In total, 750 vacancies have been there. So yes, there is a vast chance so as to get success, right? This exam would be, of course, beneficial for you all. So let us start without wasting much time of ours. This one is going to be fourth class in a row. Cool. So very firstly, okay. Here we will be covering up the September month. Currently, we are revolving around September 2025. Okay. And in these sessions, we will be covering last 6 months. Cool. Everything, each and everything, the whole news is, the whole analytics, everything, all the complex things we would be covering here. The whole session would be in the form of multiple choice questions. So let us dig into today's session without wasting much time of ours. Coming to very first news of the day. See, very first headline is about Capri Global. What is it about? It's about Capri Global. It's saying that Capri Global Capital to raise rupees 400 crore via non-convertible debenture. Via what? Via non-convertible debentures. Cool. The headline is providing us the idea that Capri Global Capital is about to raise 400 crore rupees. Via what? Via NCD or NCDs. See, if in any of the questions, if somewhere in any manner, it would be written like NCD. So you need not to get confused. NCD is simply what we mean or what we address it as non-convertible debentures. Cool. So yes, very first information, I'm removing this much. I hope you guys are comfortable with it. See, very first information here provides us the idea that Capri Global Capital. What is this Capri? What's this? Some sort of weir? No, of course not. NBFC. Cool. So this one is planning to raise up 400 crore through what? Through NCDs. This is the short form. Cool. Now, what would be the base issue here? The base issue would be of rupees 200 crore. And here now, if we talk about the green shoe option, so yes, the green shoe option would also be the rest of the amount, that is 200 crore. I was about to write it as 4, but no, it is rupees 200 crore. See, now the another point which over here you are supposed to remember is about the effective yield. See, the effective yield would be of how much? It would be up to 9.69% yearly, of course, per annum. So these are the four basic informations like which we were supposed to know. First, it provided us the idea that Capri is what? It is NBFC. Cool. Then what is the amount it is supposed to raise? Rupees 400 crore. Next is through what procedure? Through what? Through non-capital debentures. Base issue is written, green shoe options amount is written, and the effective yield is up to 9.69% per annum. Cool. Okay, I'm removing this much. See, this much fund is being provided or being raised from the side of Capri Global Capital. So there would be some sort of reason now. There would be some reason, any sort of usage. What's the usage of this much amount? This amount is huge. 400 crore is not a very lesser amount. Okay. So it would be used for onward lending, further lending, onward lending, it would be used. Then for debt repayment, the second reason is this one. And third, my lovely friends, it's general corporate purposes. It would be used for these three reasons which are being written. First is onward lending, second is debt repayment, and third is general corporate purposes. Cool. Now, here comes another point, that is the credit ratings. What are the credit ratings? It has already received. They are talking about Capri here. So AA positive is from the side of Informerix. Next comes AA stable from Equate Ratings and Research. So if in any case, see, this Capri Global Capital, which is an NBFC, we are talking about it. So we must be having the idea what is the exact regard, what is the exact address, exact grade, the credit rating it has received. Cool. So if anyone is going to ask you what about the AA positive, so yes, it was being provided from side of Informatics, and the second being provided from what? From Equate Ratings and Research, that is AA is stable. Cool. So this much thing you are about to know now. And additional information about Capri is their AUM. This is rupees 24,754 crore. This was as of June, but as this is not that much being changed, so that's what you are supposed to remember. If it would be hard for you to remember the exact thing, that 25,754, so keep in mind that yeah, it is in between 25,000 to 24,000 to 25,000 crores. Cool. Okay, so I guess now this is perfect time so as to move to our question. Okay, so very first question, my lovely ones, it's asking you, give me a second. It's asking you how much is the total size of Capri Global's NCD fundraising, including the green shoe option. See, are you getting the question properly? They are asking you the total size of Capri Global's NCD. If this green shoe option is not going to be added, my friends, so it would only be how much? 200 crores. Now they are saying you that yes, we have also added, we have included, we are addressing the green shoe option as well. So now what would be the total size of Capri Global? Would it be option A, rupees 200 crores, option B, 300 crores, option C, 400 crore rupees, or option D, 500 crore rupees? Any guesses? Anyone? Have few seconds. Shan has already answered. He has coming up with that is option C. Okay, 400 crores. Anyone? Take your time. We are not in hurry. We are not running late. We will be covering things in time. Any idea? We just talked about it. This is so heartbreaking. No one is having any idea. Just a single person. Okay, I'm not gonna interrupt. How much should it be? Is it supposed to be A, B, C, or D? Okay, cool. So this time, of course, the correct answer, what would it be? It is going to be option C, rupees 400 crores. Cool. So 200 crore rupees is the base issue amount, and this additional 200 crore is the green shoe option. Cool. In total, 400 crore. Now we must be jumping to our next question, which is also regarding the same news. It's asking you the effective yield offered on Capri Global NCDs is up to what? See, they are asking you the effective yield which is being offered on Capri Global's non-capital debentures. How much is it supposed to be? Is it going to be option A 7.5% per annum, option B 8.25% per annum, option C 9.69% per annum, or option D 10.50% per annum? We have also talked about it. Very quickly, do let me know. What should it be? Anuj Kumar, Pavan have answered for the previous one as well. That's literally really great. You guys are correct. Naveen Prajapat. Okay. Shan. Okay, cool. So this time the correct answer is little slight difference is there. It is option C. 9.69% per annum. But don't lose hope. At least you guys tried. Cool. So this time the yield is up to 9. Sorry, yield is up to 9.69%, which is making it much more attractive for the retail investors. Cool. So let us now move to next question. Okay, great. So now moving forward, this is asking which ratings have been assigned to these NCDs. See, we talked about Capri, we talked about the amount, we talked about the issue prices, the green shoe option, we talked about everything. Okay, now here comes the another sort of question, another form of the news. They are asking you the ratings which have been assigned to these NCDs. Okay, have they already achieved A negative and BBB stable? Option B is saying AA positive and AA stable. Option C, AAA stable and AA positive. Or is it option D, BBB negative and BB positive stable? What should it be? Anyone? We talked about this one also. What should it be? Anyone is having any idea? Okay, very good. Shan has answered. What should it be? Naveen, Pawan, Anuj? I'll be waiting. No issues. Take your time. Should it be option C? Or should it be option which is carrying the negative one? Okay, cool. So this time the correct answer, what is it supposed to be? It's going to be option B. Okay. Option B is saying AA positive and AA stable. Okay. So these NCDs have been rated AA positive from the side of Informatics and AA stable from the side of Equate, which provides us the idea that yes, they are having a strong credit profile. Cool. Now, coming forward, see, now the questions related to this particular news have been covered. We will be moving to our next news, which is talking about MFIN. Okay. It's saying that this is the headline, right? That MFIN seeks rupees 20,000 crore credit guarantee, rupees 20,000 crore credit guarantee scheme to revive funding for microfinance institutions. To revive funding for microfinance institutions. Allow me just a second, my friends. Okay, so the headline over here is saying that MFIN seeks rupees 20,000 crore credit guarantee scheme to revive funding for what? For the for the microfinance institutions. Cool. So I'm removing this much. This was the basic headline. So here, what do we mean by MFIN? MFIN is microfinance microfinance industry network. MFIN is microfinance industry network. Cool. And they have asked the government what? They have asked the government to introduce rupees 20,000 crore in the credit guarantee scheme for MFIs. Very first thing. Now there would be some sort of reason. Now there would be some sort of reason behind doing it. Of course, nothing happens because of any reason. So over here, what's the purpose? I'm removing this much. The basic purpose. Let me write so as to make you guys uh, away from comfort. No, of course not. Towards the comfort. So the purpose is to restart bank wholesale funding, bank wholesale funding to microlenders, to microlenders and prevent further fall in credit supply. Cool. So the basic reason over here is to restart bank wholesale funding to microlenders and prevent further fall in credit supply. Cool. Now this is the purpose of the whole thing. Now comes the proposal. What was the proposal? So here they provided higher guarantee cover for whom? For all the small and medium MFIs. For all the small and medium MFIs. Reason is very simple, so as to ease banks' risk perception, so as to cool down, ease down the banks' risk perception. Cool. Now, here let us talk about few digits now. Debt funding. The very first thing you should be knowing is debt funding being provided to MFIs fell sharply, fell sharply by nearly 45% year on year basis. Cool. Previously, if you talk about it previously, like in the quarter 4 of FY24, quarter 4 of FY24, it was rupees 30,018 crore. But now in the quarter 4 of FY25, it is rupees 13,840 crores. Cool. So how much like in what manner is it supposed to impact the people? So nearly 45 lakh borrowers 45 lakh borrowers lost their access to microfinance, and of course this would have led to livelihood risk, livelihood tensions, traumas for those people during that particular time period. Cool. So that was the exact news you were supposed to know this time. Next question is asking, what amount of credit guarantee scheme has MFIN requested from government? They are now simply asking you the amount, that yes, this is supposed to be the amount of credit guarantee scheme which MFIN has requested from government. Should it be option A, rupees 10,000 crore? They have asked for 10,000 crore rupees. Option B, 15,000 crores. Option C, 20,000 crores. Or option D, 30,000 crores. What should it be? Pawan, Shan, Naveen, anyone? What should it be? They are just the very first thing, the very first, in the very first headline of the news, we talked about it. The amount of credit guarantee scheme MFIN has requested from government. Is it 30,000 crores? How much is it? Very good. Very good. So this time, of course, the widely chosen one, that is option what? Option C, rupees 20,000 crores. So MFIN seeks rupees 20,000 crores under CGS MFI 2.0 to revive the bank lending. Cool. So that's all over here regarding this question you were supposed to remember. And one more thing. See, in this news, you must be remembering that MFIN says that the CGS MFI 2.0 is very much essential so as to preserve financial inclusion for everyone, for the borrowers especially. Cool. So if someone is going to ask you why MFIN is like launching this one, why they are letting an account of this one, so yeah, that's the basic reason, so as to lead to financial inclusion for the borrowers. Now, next question is, debt funding to MFIs fell from rupees 30,018 crores in quarter 4 of FY24 to this much in quarter 4 of FY25. We talked about it. I think the last point we talked about it was this much, that there was a sharp fell in the amount. Okay. So is it option A, rupees 20,018 crores, option B, 13,840 crores, option C, 40,018 crores, or option D, 10,550 crores? What should it be? Anyone? Option B? Okay. Everyone is with option B. No one is coming up with any other option. Okay, what if I say this is in between option A and C? Then what would you be choosing? Should it be A, B, C, or D? Okay, very good. So this time, my lovely ones, of course, you guys were correct. The correct answer is option B, that is saying rupees 13,840 crores. Okay, so the funding declined nearly 54% sharply. Okay, year on year basis, showing liquidity crunch. Now, coming up to what? Coming up to the next news, not the next question. Next news, which we are supposed to do, is talking about IRDAI. It's saying that IRDAI issues warning to Shriram Life to Shriram spelling mistake, Shriram Life over compliance lapses, or because like you can be using this in an another manner, that IRDAI issues warning to Shriram Life over its non-compliant nature. Cool. So the very first headline is talking about the whole situation, the whole issue, and here it is covering IRDI on one hand and Shriram Life into the another. So I'm removing this much. See, IRDI, what has it done? It must have been warned and issued advisory. What? Advisory to Shriram Life Insurance. Reason is very simple, because of violating the regulatory norms. Non-compliant nature of any industry or any company or any organization, institution, whatsoever. It's only because of the fact, or it's only being regarded when they have violated the regulatory norms they were supposed to follow earlier, or they were made to follow earlier. Cool. Now, here are few major concerns. First is free look cancellation handling. The concerns is Shriram Life Insurance is regarding their free look cancellation handling. Second is because of their premium refund delays. Even the people who are having, whenever we have some sort of premium subscriptions, so we are the elite class people for that particular app or particular services, right? But here the people who are having premium subscriptions or premium partnership also, they were not getting their refunds timely within time. Cool. Next is policy bond dispatch. Policy bond dispatch issues. Of course, there were some issues in their policy bond dispatches as well. Next is very simple, of course, happens with everyone. That is poor grievance redress. Poor grievance, especially for whom? Especially for the non-receipt of policy bond. So these were the very basic four reasons due to which they have now been warned, and sort of advisory has been issued against them. Against whom? Against Shriram Life Insurance. See, within this situation, IRDAI directed to the insurer so as to put proper systems in place because they were not working properly, so as to ensure further compliance. Very first thing, very basic to understand. Next, IRDAI has directed them, I'm removing this much, that there must not be any delays in free look request processing and in the refund to the customers. And of course, we must be knowing that the order must be placed before the board in the next board meeting. Insurers must submit their ATR. What do we mean by ATR? ATR is action taken report. Action taken report. To whom? To IRDAI. Within what time period? Within next 90 days, like after the whole warning and the whole issue process. Cool. So this time what would be the options? Like we would be moving now forward. This time the very first question is asking the IRDI advisory to Shriram Life Insurance is mainly related to which facility? See, IRDAI's advisory to Shriram Life Insurance have been provided, we all know. Okay, question is simply asking you the reason why they have received this advisory, this warning from IRDAI. So is it because of their bonus declaration problems? Option B is saying free look cancellation and premium refunds. Option C, agent commission distribution was not correct. Or option D, interest on delayed payouts. Anyone? Okay, people have opted for option B. Cool. Anyone else? Very good, my lovely ones. This time the correct option, what would it be? It is option B. That is free look cancellation and premium refunds. So the very main violation was delays in free look cancellation and its refunds. Now, coming to next question, which is asking what was IRDAI's direction to improve customer services? Like after addressing this particular situation, IRDAI must have directed Shriram so as to do something now. So is it option A? IRDAI directed them to increase their premium rates. Option B, suspend new policy issuance. Option C, ensure prompt grievance redressal and proper dispatch of policy bonds. Or option D, that is outsource all operations to TPAs. This time, of course, the correct answer would be option. What should it be? It is going to be option C, that is saying that IRDAI directed whom? Directed Shriram Life Insurance so as to ensure prompt grievance redressal and proper dispatch of policy bonds so as to improve their customer services, which would be leading to increased improvement in their customer services. So IRDI flagged delays in sending policy bonds and handling complaints. Now, next question is asking the insurer must present IRDI's order to whom? to Insurance Ombudsman, Ministry of Finance, Board of the Insurer, or Court of Law. We talked about it now. Before the board of the insurer, right? So this time, of course, very good option C, Anmol. Option C would be the correct one, that is saying board of the insurer. So the insurer must present IRDAI's order to whom? To the board of the insurer. So the directive must be revived at the upcoming board meeting. That's what this question means. So that's all, my lovely ones, for today's session. We will be meeting tomorrow with further set of questions. Till then, take care of your mental and physical health. If in any case you are having any sort of query, any question, any problem regarding this particular session or anything, any question, any sort of thing, so feel free to ask us. We are 24/7 for you. Knowledgist team is there. Okay. Apart from it, the link and the WhatsApp number would be provided where? In the description box, like always. So if you are keen to contact us, feel free to ask us whatever you want to say. Okay, we will be all ears 24/7. Till then, take care of your mental and physical health. Bye bye for now. Thank you very much for being a part.